Hi guys, welcome. Oh, that's gross. That was gross the way I just said that.
That's my best friend.
My name is Sierra. If you don't know me, nice to meet you. Virtual handshake. Today we're going to be talking about what it's really like to go to an arts school or a performing arts school, whatever you want to call it. Before we get started with the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more content. I just want to say thank you for 18,000 followers on TikTok. I am surprised but very happy and very blessed, and I appreciate every one of you, and I'm so excited. And I don't know, I just want to say thank you. If you're from TikTok, mwah, I love you. But yeah, with that being said, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you end up enjoying the video, and let's just get started. Okay, so where I live, we were blessed enough to have a school that's concentrated on like performing arts, visual arts, and then there's like different sections of like majors, I guess you could say, that you could go into. My school, we call them concentrations. And so basically what you do is you go in, it's a middle school to high school, so you can start at the 6th grade if you wanted to. And I think the point is basically to choose something and try to perfect that by the time you get out of high school, so that when you go into college, you know what you want to do and you have some really solid experience in it. Okay, this is how my school breaks down concentrations, is what we call them. So you have art, 2D and 3D, dance, music, we call it VK because it's voice and keyboard, theater. Okay, so those are like the artsy types concentrations, you know, like the ones that are like concentrated on the arts. There's academic concentrations where if you wanted to be like a doctor or a scientist or like, I don't know, poet, there's concentrations for that too. So we have English language arts, global studies, math, and science. That's how it's broken up too. You get to pick your first choice and your second choice, and you have to test to get into the school. So you have to take an academic test to make sure you're smart enough, which I don't know how I got in, but you have to take a test to get in. And then after you test to get in, you have to take another test to get into that specific concentration. So if I came in and I passed the academic test and I want to be a part of theater, but theater didn't really accept me, like the theater teacher didn't think I was fit, then I would go on to my second choice and test for that, which would be whatever. So 6th grade, I wanted to be in theater. So if you're from TikTok, there's my theater experience. I was in there from 6th grade to 9th grade, but apparently I had some artistic ability that I didn't know about, and when I found out about it, I decided to switch to 2D art. So that's the background of the school, how it works, what I was in, and things like that. Last thing about the background of the school is basically is after you choose your concentration and you get accepted, you have 2 hours every single day, and that's your class that you do for 2 hours. That's the longest class that you have, and it basically gives you opportunity to like, that's what you're focused on, that's what you're concentrated on. Let me tell you like the differences between like what I expected it to be like and what it actually was like, because there's a lot of things that I was let down. Let's just say that. The school wasn't a bad school. Like, it's not an awful school. It's just not Disney, and I think that like we all have a misconception of high school being like Disney. But one of the things that I pictured, I just thought it was going to be like overly creative, and it wasn't necessarily like that. You would see like people just singing randomly because they're in music. I expected people to be like dancing down the hallway for no reason. You know, you get this conception of what a performing arts school is like, and you think everybody's just always like doing something, and it's not necessarily true. Now what I will say is that, okay, so you know how like on Disney Channel they show high school being very cliquey, and like there's certain groups of people that just stick with one another. I will say that that is true at this school. The theater kids, the ones that were really diehard theater kids, like you can tell which ones are the theater kids. The people that are in math science concentration, or like, I don't want to say geeks because I don't want to feel like rude, but like they were always together. Like the really popular people, they always sat at a table. It's kind of like in the middle. I wasn't super popular. Obviously no one was picked on, nobody was bullied, it was just like everybody was in their clique, and that's kind of like how it was for the whole time I was there, pretty much. Another thing, it's so nasty. Like the school, I don't mean to bring down the school, but the bathrooms were gross. We had like at least 3-4 times that I can remember that the bathrooms flooded and there were poop in the hallways. I have to rope off certain hallways because like there would be poop water like coming from the bathrooms. It was just nasty. Such an impact on me how bad they were that I just had to mention it. Sorry. Something that I kind of expected but didn't really like know the length of was, even though this is a performing arts school, they're very heavy on academics, like very heavy on academics. As a high schooler, you have to at least take AP government, like, so nobody's gonna graduate without having at least one AP class. The requirements for academics were, for me as a person that's not a very academic person, I didn't enjoy it, obviously, because it made you feel like what is normal was bad, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't have a very high GPA, and I always used to feel really bad about it because it wasn't super high, but it wasn't bad. But this school technically kind of made you feel like if it's not a 3.7 or higher, then it's kind of like you're a failure. You would expect this school to be more focused on like creativeness, which it is, but they really stress academics and being like top ranked with test scores, like very high in academics, and they pride themselves on the fact that the graduates have high GPA. Isn't the best experience because you go through high school thinking that a 3.0 is awful, or you go through high school thinking that a 3.4 is just not good enough. Yeah, the work is strenuous. They give you like hard work. They expect your grades to be very like up to par, which is good because it gives you like a sense of discipline and like knowing how to study and knowing how to prepare for college study. So I'm not saying it's awful. It's just that you might think that your normal is bad. And that's just one of the things about this school that I didn't enjoy, because I always felt stupid. They're not as focused on your creative side as they are on the reputation of being a great academic school. So that's interesting. I'm pretty sure this is with all schools, because I see this a lot on TikTok. But the counselor, she's such a sweet lady, right? So nice. But there's no outlet for like mental health, and at the end of the year they started trying to like get somebody to come in to like do mental health sessions for kids who need it. But the counselor, the one that's supposed to be there for you to get counseled, was really only there for college readiness, class scheduling. Like, I don't know, I feel like that title should not be given to people who are doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a college readiness coach, then you should be called the college readiness coach. People might have tried to go to her for counseling, I don't know, but I just remember it being a thing among the students that she just never did that. Because this school can have like a lot of mental strain on you, because like I said, it's very academic based, but it's also creative based. So you're trying to like get your creative outlet while also being like a super neuro genius at the same time. Alright, the last thing that I will say is that it is a cool school, and if you have a performing arts school in your area, I'm not saying your experience is going to be the same as mine. I really still appreciate the opportunity to go to this school, because you do get a lot of opportunities, scholarship opportunities, and they do get you really prepared for college. You know, so it's a really good opportunity, and they really provide you with a lot of resources. Not a bad school, it's just not victorious. That's all I have for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, that's about it. I love you guys so much, and I really hope you enjoyed this little story time-ish video about my school experience. Yeah, I'm sweating and I need to take a cold shower. So I love you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see more content from me, and I thank you guys again for 1 million views on TikTok and 18,000 followers. I love you. I'll see you later. I love you. Goodbye.